Good evening, dear viewers. Again, here with me, I am EMMANUELLE, and here with me is the great servant of God, Pastor George Charisma, who just taught us this afternoon on a great topic, which is walking in excellence. So good evening, sir.
Good evening, Brother George Charisma. All right. Yeah.
But honor is something we need to see. Okay, you taught today on the topic walking in excellence.
Yeah.
We want you please to just try to make our viewers understand the concept of excellence in our context as normal context and excellence in the spiritual context.
Okay, even though I have a problem trying to separate, the secular life of a Christian from their spiritual life. I think a Christian is one whole person and he expresses himself in different directions. Therefore, excellence has to do with producing praiseworthy results through the adoption of best practices given the resources at your disposal. And what this means is that you don't have to have the best before you can be the best. It means that excellence effectively is a spirit, it is an attitude, and then it is a way of life. It's a mindset, most importantly. You have to have it as a mindset before it can become a lifestyle. And we'll talk about excellence, practically speaking, in display. What does excellence take? What does it take to be excellent? First of all, you have to have the right foundations on excellence. The first foundation on excellence is that excellence is in the nature of God. And if you claim to have a relationship with God, you are not representing Him correctly if you are not excellent in what you are doing. The second thing we realize is that excellence is a kingdom standard. The third thing we realize is that excellence is a door opener. By the way, one of the ways to distinguish yourself wherever you serve, in the secular space, in the church space, is to be outstanding in the attitude that you bring to work, whatever work you have to do. If you apply yourself head, hands, and heart, you will produce praiseworthy results, and that is what we call excellence. So those are some foundations you have to have if you want to excel. Equally, we looked at some other aspects in relation to the areas where God has called us to excel. The first on that list, we talked about moral excellence. And moral excellence is excellence of character, becoming a person of integrity. That is what we mean by moral excellence. It means that your character is impeccable. There are no cracks in your character that the devil can exploit. All right? Then we equally talk about academic excellence. Those of us who go to school, it is expected of us that we should give our best. And of course, if you are giving your best, your grades will tell the story better. I mean, you cannot excel if your grades are not, good grades. We also bother about the issue of excellence in Christian service. In service, we all are saved to serve. But there's a way to serve. There has to be quality in our service. So how do you serve in such a way that God gets the glory and people are blessed because they like the quality in your service? All right. Another thing that we try to zone in on is excellence even in relation to dressing. Dressing. We are called upon to be decent. The Bible recommends decency particularly. So these are some domains in which we touched excellence. We can talk about professional excellence as well. Wherever you work, it's expected of you to excel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's something I want to ask. We just spoke about something very particular and crucial in our generation. We are talking about excellence in dressing.
Yes.
Can you just give something brief about it, more detail?
Excellence in dressing means that your dressing should not be revealing in any way. What we call private parts should remain private and they should be properly covered. Whether you are a male or you are a female. For example, as a lady, you should not wear a skirt that goes above your knees. You should not wear a dress that exposes your inner waist. That would be indecent. But decency, no matter how outdated it seems or sounds, is still in fashion, biblically speaking.
Thank you. So there's another question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
Speaking about moral excellence, how can someone develop the aspect of moral excellence? Because I want to relate it with your mind.
Yes.
The way you think.
Yes.
I believe that the way you think builds you to be the person that you are, your morality.
Yes. Yes.
How can we relate those two terms?
Yeah, it begins from the level of the mind. That's why the Bible talks about don't be conformed to the patterns of the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Before you have a change of life, you have to have a renewal of mind. And that's why the beginning of moral excellence is salvation. You cannot be excellent morally if you are not born again. because you need the seed of God in you to produce the fruit of the Spirit. Yeah.
And another question I want to ask you is talking about excellence. We are Christians.
Yes.
We have God.
Yes.
How can a Christian be financially excellent? Because in our generation, we believe most people say God will provide.
Yes.
But we sit, we don't do anything.
Right.
How can a Christian be excellent even in the minor things?
Financial excellence is all about mastering the 3 M's of money. Making money, managing money, multiplying money. Money has principles, and praying is not one of the things that will bring money into your pocket. So you have to identify those principles around money. We don't chase money, we attract it. And how do we attract money? First of all, by hard work. But not just working hard, but making sure that you are not working in the wrong direction. So you can excel financially if you are expressing your services in the area where God called you. But not only that, you have to get skilled. It's not just anointing that brings money to your pocket. You have to be competent at what you do. Nobody will hire someone who is not skilled in the place of someone who is skilled.
Wow.
So get the skills. Also learn how money works. There is something they call the cash flow quadrant. Learn what we call the anatomy of money. Learn how money works, and then see how you can make money work for you.
Please say you're just spoken about the casualty of
the cash flow quadrant. Learning how money flows.
Learning how money flows. I
Yes.
hope our followers have got what you say. Learning
Yes.
how money flows.
Yes.
That's great. A great term. I'm really grateful having you today, sir. This was our, if I might say, man of God. Forgive me to say, man of God. Yes. Pastor Charisma Church, and he taught us today on a powerful session concerning this, what we have just spoken about. And I believe that as Christians, we need to learn more, and we need to build that aspect in us in order to be better people. We want to say thank you, man of God.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you all for following.
Thank you.